disappointed are you in the decision by the judges?
I really don't want to get into the judges or, you know, did I win or any robbery type thing. I'm going to just say this. I love boxing. I love being in the ring. I'm just happy and blessed that I was able to go out there, put on a good performance, and leave safe.
How would you rate Danny Garcia's power, like as to Matisse's power or other people you faced recently?
No disrespect to him, but I didn't feel any of his punches.
Wow. Wow.
Good hitting.
Wow. Wow.
Did you feel that there was anything else you, other than to say knock him out, is there anything else you would have done differently that might have secured a victory?
I felt like I should have went to the body more. Normally that's my forte, but it was a bit awkward at first, and I just had to tell myself to just throw it anyway. He kind of come down with his head, and I felt like we would have a head clash if I, you know, sat down on my body shots the way I normally do. So I kind of stayed away from it early, but eventually I was just like, man, I just got to throw it regardless of what, and so I just started going to the body. But I should have started a little earlier with the body shots.
Lamont, it was very clear cut on the scorecards that over the last 5 rounds, the judges saw you as the dominant fighter in the fight because you were settling down in front of him and getting your shots off. Do you feel you could have started that a couple rounds earlier?
No, because that was the game plan. You know, maybe if I would have sat down earlier, you know, he had a little bit more steam in his punches, maybe I get caught, maybe I get hurt. You know, so I just want to stick to my game plan. I felt like, you know, I saw shots early, but the game plan was to let him tire out a little bit and then go for the kill. So I won't say that I should have started early. I think I did it at the right time. But, so, you know, that's just the way life goes sometimes.
3 more questions down in front.
Now, Lamont, you said that you stuck to the game plan, and like we talked to Barry, the game plan was for you to tire out Danny, but do you think that in the process of using the ring, you gave away some of those early rounds?
My feeling while I was in the ring, no, because I know it's just one round I know I gave away, and that's when I started going forward. I was going forward, but I wasn't throwing punches. I was just trying to get a feel where his punches was at. So I know he threw a lot. Even though he didn't land, he out-threw me, and he landed a few shots. I knew I gave that round away. But when I was moving around, he wasn't hitting me. And I was using my jab and movement. Anybody that, this is not UFC, this is boxing. And then the name of the sport is to hit and not be hit. And I got some jabs off, and he pretty much couldn't hit me. So I wouldn't say I gave him away. I just used a different strategy.
Remember the De La Hoya Trinidad, same thing.
I mean, we can go there and go back and forth, whatever. You know, I made my decisions, you know, me and my trainer made a decision, you know, for a game plan, and we stuck to it. And, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to live with the results.
How legendary was it for you to use the shuffle and the bolo in front of Ray Leonard, and was that by design or improvised?
I mean, sometimes when I get comfortable in there, I get a little loose, and I watch a lot of tapes on Ray, so naturally I'm going to go to those type of shots. I should, if I felt like I could have did more showmanship, you know, while I was boxing, maybe that would have swayed the judges to give me them early rounds, because it seemed like they didn't.
You wouldn't have got no rounds then.
but overall, you know, that's just me. That's just what I do. And again, I'm just happy to just be able to get in the ring and show my skills.
Final question down in front.
Well, you've spoken for some time now about what it takes for you to make 140, and you said after this fight that you are considering moving up to 147. Why are you considering that, and what is it like for you now, boiling all the way down to 140, or in this case, 143?
147 for me is really out of curiosity. I just wanted to see how I feel, but I can definitely still make 140 and still get in the ring healthy. This time I did 143. I really ain't do no real workout, none this week. So, you know, I still make the weight pretty comfortable, but I can't stop thinking about moving up to 147 just to see how I feel.
Is it the matchups that are intriguing at 147 for you?
It's more so of how I feel around that weight. Like this time, you know, we weighed in at 43. I rehydrated to maybe 60, 61. So that's why I feel good at. And it's harder to get back to that type of weight from 140 to 160. But from welterweight, I'm pretty sure I can make that that transition pretty easy. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna make it really quick. And Danny has had a great fight, so he wants to go home too. So 1 or 2 questions, and then we're gonna go. Raise your hand for the mic.
Nobody's got a question?
Everybody got shy all of a
We're
sudden.
here at 1 o'clock.
Y'all waited all night.
Danny, you said after the fight that 147 is going to be your next move. You said it hurt your performance a little bit. In what way did it hurt your performance?
You know, I felt good. It was a tough competitive fight. You know, just like any other fight at this level. You know, I fought a top level guy. We went there, we mixed it up. You know, he moved, he came at me at the end. And, you know, I found a way to win, like I always do. No excuses.
Is this the toughest fight you've had?
I've been in some tough fights. Where I faced adversity before. You know, he came on strong at the end. But, you know, every fight's a learning experience for me. So I would have to say, you know, it's just another tough fight in my career.
Do you feel that him giving away the first couple of rounds is really the reason that you were able to get the win? Because when you took off the later rounds, you already had the early rounds in the bag?
I feel like if he would have came at me early, you know, I would have landed more punches and, you know, been able to break him down. But, you know, he was moving. He had his game plan to move and then try to come on late. He had a good game plan, but, you know, I just had to stay focused and weather the storm.
Danny, paraphrasing here, but he said he didn't feel your punches. What do you say to that, and what was the effect of his punches on you?
I mean, I didn't really feel his punches either because he was moving for like 10 rounds. But, you know, it's a fight. He can say what he wants to say. I got the victory. Ain't not much more to say, but I got the win.
Danny, how much did the bolo and the shuffle affect you mentally, and when you responded with your own Ali shuffle back at him?
Oh man, it's just, you know, boxing's a mental game. Like, I think in the 4th round when he was moving around, and I said, come on, let's fight, let's get the fans to fight. And then I guess he tried to come back at the end and showboat, but showboating ain't punches, you know what I mean? You can't score dancing around, fooling around. So, you know, I came to fight tonight. He came with his game plan. He did good. I feel like I did good, and I'm just happy the fans enjoyed the fight.
Danny, is this a fight that you would consider having a rematch for?
You know, it's up to my management team. It's up to the network. Whatever they want, it's up to my team. But you know, I'm a fighter, and I fight anybody.
Angel, just a general opinion of how the fight went.
Well, I mean, Peterson ran, man. I could tell what the game plan was for him. It was to run for the first half and then try to come strong and steal the round into 30 seconds and 40 seconds into the round, late in the minutes. Like, you don't win like that. It's like he just asked the question. If he thought Peterson would have came down earlier, I don't think the same way. Listen, he hit Danny with some flushed shots. He never hurt Danny one time. I tell you what kind of chin he has. So I thought about the fight. I thought Champ won. Peterson didn't win again. He didn't win. He ran, and you don't win like that. I think if he would have came in early, he would have went down early.
Question for both of you. How convincing do you believe this win was, and what's next for both of you?
I believe I won the fight just because, you know, I came to fight. You know, I was talking him down. You know, he landed some good punches. But I just feel like he didn't come to fight. He came to fight at the end. And I feel like, you know, in order to win a fight, you gotta show some aggressiveness and land some good punches.
Same thing here. I thought Danny won the fight. And the next thing for us, defend that title at 140.
Danny, what do you have to do to get back the momentum you had following the Matisse fight?
You know, I just gotta, you know, remember, I just gotta stay active. That's it. I just gotta stay active, stay sharp, stay active. My last fight was 8 months ago. So, you know, it's just, I gotta get back on the drawing board, stay active, and stay sharp, stay in the gym. But I'll be better in the next fight.
All right, final 2 questions. Back to your side.
Thank you.
Yes.
Angel, you had mentioned that you guys want to defend the title at 140, so is moving up not an option?
Well, that's the thing. Danny's a champion at 140 pounds. That's why he's a champion, 140. At 47 is something that Danny been talking about, but he's the champion at 140. So to me, it's at 140. We're not gonna argue about it. I'm just saying, if he wants to move up, but right now at this moment, he's a 140-pound champion of the world. At this moment, right now, right here.
All right, last question.
Danny, you kind of broke the internet the other day when you revealed you had a 6-toe on your right foot. Did that help you not get knocked down from those pretty flush shots that Peterson landed?
Oh man, my 6-toe, it helps me in a lot of ways, man. It helps me in a lot of ways. But you know, it's just a blessing.
I feel my man here deserves a question. I just want it to be funny.
All right, right here, and we're done.
Man,
You're up? All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You gotta close on that.